as a little reference. Cool. So I'm going to face away as well. And in the space of the stage, this variation is starting upstage, so at the back left. Which is also, wait, no, the back right, excuse me. Juliet started on the left. The canary is going to start on the right. And she's in effacé derrière. So from the front, I'm standing on the left with the right foot in the back, and my little wings are already set up. So the first movement that happens from there is a rond de jambe and step. So it takes the right and the left and the right and the left. So she's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're not going to go that fast. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The left foot's in the back after 5. I have a little petite jeté, and then I'm going to step up onto my back foot, onto my right foot, and rond de jambe, and close. So then I'm going to do a zig and a zag. My left foot's going to come forward, and the right, and the left, and the right, and the left for 5, and jeté, step, rond. So 5 little rond de jambe steps. I think this is great because in a big stage, you can take the steps big, and in our small space, we can just put them right in front of each other and take little steps and still have room to do a small jump. And then the leg movement's a little bit bigger, but we don't travel too far, hopefully. The arms are moving like the little birdies. It's the Canary Fairy, or that's actually the most common title of it, with those little bird songs. Perfect for spring. So I'm going to play the original music just so we can hear it, but then I have another track I'm going to use that's a piano track. It's just a teensy bit slower and clearer for practice purposes. So just so we get the sense of the birdie sounds. Here's the original orchestral, but it's really super short. Okay, here we are. But good say. Well, no. 1. Okay. As much as I love that one, I think it's a little bit less stressful. Feels less fast with this version, but ultimately we can decide what we want to practice with. Any questions at this point? Yeah, it's good, right? We step and step, step and step. For 5, little jump. I think the hardest part of this whole sequence is from the jump to step back onto the, yeah, we switch and we switch. But then we're off again. Yes. And all the little footwork looks like fluttery feathers. I think it fits perfectly. So here's the piano version of the same piece. Shall we learn the next part? Yeah. And if we forget it all before next week, that's fine, because Isa will have to learn it anyway. But, okay, we zigged and we zagged. We zigged to the left and we zagged to the right. And now we're sort of downstage to the front and the right. We just did jeté and rond with the right, and the right's going to close in the front. Oui, bourrée would be perfect with point shoes, but still very possible on flat shoes. Bourrée. And the right foot comes to coupe front. And bourrée. We switch, left foot comes coupe back. So from the front it looks like da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Yeah, very like the bird sort of hopping and flitting around side to side. The accent ends up leaning over the standing leg, which is also true when we take jeté. We're always putting our weight on that leg. That we are the small bend, but when I'm bending towards the leg I'm standing on. We get to do a bunch of those. And 1, right, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. And then we go backwards. Just like in the Juliet variation, we bourrée, pas de courroux, backwards to get around the corner, and then more stuff happens. But that's over half of it. Then she plays a little flute and moves forward, and it's almost done. 1 minute of action. Shall we take the whole thing we've learned so far with the music? Yeah, sure. All right, and then we can take our slow reverence to cool back down. Perfect. So, bum, 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 bum. I'm going to stay facing away for now. We are at the back, right side of our stage, but in effacé, damit rechts, a little rond de jambe and step machen kann. And then they're big circles, but small little steps. Short, but it's very aerobic because of all those little steps of the feet. Yeah, no big gestures, but just a lot of warm us up for the summer. Okay, great. So that's more than half for real, and then we can really turn it around and look at it and play with it some more next week. Wonderful. Okay, let's